It's me, Mario.
Welcome. We are here in a mashup with Mr. Mashup himself. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome VGMashUP.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Really excited to be here.
Absolutely. I'm glad to have you back on. We're doing a mashup for not the month of Mario, but Mario content nonetheless.
Yes, and content it was, quite a bit of it, all in one complete package.
You know, I felt I had to kind of like equal out the balance because I was doing so much Sonic content. I didn't want to piss off all the Mario diehards out there.
Hey, absolutely. Mario is a legend. He's a legend for a reason, and we all love his content. So this was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I worry that sometimes it's like, both games can be great. Like I really like Sonic. I also really like Mario. I have nothing against either as far as their games or the characters.
Yeah, they all bring their charm, and whether you're a fan of Mario, Sonic, or both. In my eyes, if you like either one of them, you're a winner.
A winner is you.
Winners.
So we're actually going to debrief the Nintendo Direct that was the 35th anniversary for Super Mario. And, just a little footnote about it. We're doing this recording maybe like a week after the fact, and this will go up maybe a month after the fact. I'm not sure yet. But, with like the direct reactions, I know a lot of YouTubers like to do them right away. Like, oh my God, the Direct sucked. I don't think either of us are that kind of YouTuber. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where everybody gets the initial reaction and the videos get kind of overwhelming. It's the same kind of stuff. But I think in this format, it makes more sense because you can kind of sit back, sink in all the information that was presented, and then come up with a more comprehensive, your own personal feeling of what you thought of the event, rather than sort of reacting to what all the others are saying in the moment.
Most definitely. So with that, we're going to go down the list of the games in order of announcement. Any objections?
Let's do it. I'm excited.
It's
Mario time.
It's me, Majora and VGMashUP here today, and we're going to start with the first one, the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch, slated for November 13th. Start with impressions. What did you think of the announcement?
So first off, Game & Watch to me means a lot because in one of the videos that I made a long time ago, I said that was my very first introduction to the character of Mario while playing Donkey Kong on the Game & Watch. So when I saw this, I was excited. And I know it's a little gimmicky, but it definitely touches that nostalgic nerve. And I'm actually one of the guys that, I can see myself getting this product nothing else than to just have that connection to the past.
I remember your first response to the button mappers. You were talking about, I think it was like the Donkey Kong Game & Watch or something.
Yep, that's what it was.
And you went to that store with your dad, and you got
yes.
it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's that. When I saw this, I was like, oh man, that definitely reminds me of the good old times back in the day. So I can see myself, at least with this product, going and getting myself back in that moment. It was a good announcement, I think. It was a good touch.
Mm-hmm. I think what's really cool is, well, first off, I'm a 90s boy, so like I didn't grow up with a Game & Watch. That was before my time. But I did play like the Game & Watch Gallery games on the Game Boy Advance, which like was a compilation of a bunch of them. But it's not like playing the original unit, where it's like the actual, they're selling you a console with a game. It reminds me of like the Tiger, handhelds, those shitty things. So it's like, the black and white screens. What I really like about this one is like they have like the original Super Mario Bros. Game as opposed to just like the black and white Game & Watch game.
In addition to, I think there's a Game & Watch game on there as well. So I think it has the original Game & Watch game that I personally did not play. But the Super Mario Brothers game itself with some Game & Watch touches. And of course, they specified that this is going to be a watch as well, which was pretty cool.
Oh, really? Okay, that's cool. I
Yeah.
don't know about the Game
So
and Watch game. It was like a juggling one, and
yeah, I never play. I if there was one, I never played it personally, but I'm assuming that it was part of the Game and Watch back in the day, or something similar. I don't know.
they did something weird to Mario's figure. He's all lanky right now. He's like a blend of Mario and Luigi.
Luigi. Yep.
And Game and Watch. Oh,
And
anyways,
yeah.
something to
So,
have.
do you think that was a good way to open the show?
Yeah, I think so. That's a good way to bring like the retro fans in. I think a lot of younger gamers probably know Game and Watch anyway from Smash Brothers. So it's a history lesson. I always think that's really cool in a panel is like to give you more information about the characters.
Yeah, that's a great point. Never thought of it that way, but yeah, the things that Smash Brother has done for the community as a whole is pretty impressive, and that's one of them. History
Yeah,
lessons.
100%. We're going to go next to Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Furry.
Now, this one was a really cool. Once again, so I'm going to go back to one of my videos that I talked about Wii U exclusives, and here we go. A Wii U exclusive that is an exclusive no more. I really, really enjoyed Super Mario 3D World on the Wii U, and one of the cool things about it, I said in that video, was the music itself. And I think even with Mario games, there's some games that you really like the music for, some that are like okay or whatever. But for this particular one, Super Mario 3D World, the music was perfect for me personally. And of course, the gameplay was a lot of fun. And I really, really like the fact that they're adding a new level feature, whatever it's going to be, to it.
I haven't played it first off because I got into the Wii U late. I have it hooked up right now. But 3D World is one I've been interested in playing. I didn't actually consider it from the music perspective. I like 3D Land for that reason on the 3DS. There's actually some real hidden gems of video game OST there. I don't know if the game is right for me the way it's like. I don't know if you'd say it's the way it's intended to be played as like the co-op, everyone joins together and gets in the fun. I think I've tried like that kind of platforming experience with Rayman before, and it was okay, but it was just weird navigating everyone's skill levels.
Yeah, the co-op aspect, I never played. I don't even remember if it did have co-op or not on the Wii U. I mean, I usually play I think maybe one of my kids joined me for some of the missions. But Rayman, to me, is a very different game than Mario. It's a lot more action-oriented. This is not the case with Mario. It is timed. It is, going through 3D, pseudo 3D levels and basically utilizing a lot of Mario's powers, which, can be good for some, bad for others. I don't know. But for me personally, I really had a great time with Super Mario 3D World.
I would be interested in this is I guess a throwback to like Mario 2 where you got to pick the characters, but like replaying the game as Peach or like Toad. I think this game isn't this like the progenitor for Toad's Treasure Tracker?
Yes, indeed it is. And that's another thing that I really enjoyed about 3D World was introducing basically a whole new game to us through Toad's Treasure Tracker that I really enjoyed the levels, and I'm sure I'm not alone. A lot of people did because then all of a sudden we got this whole new series in the Mario universe. And yeah, for that alone, it's also a very solid title to try out.
Hmm.
Very different game. Puzzle, no jumping, no Marioisms at all. Just a simple kind of manipulation of the camera and just fun puzzle adventure, I guess.
Aye, aye, Captain. Captain Toad.
Captain Toad, yep. That was a great point. I completely forgot about that, but yeah.
I think I might get it. If anything, I might just get it on Wii U. I don't know if I need the extra content, but yeah, no, I'm interested. The next announcement was Super Mario Bros. 35, a timed exclusive for Nintendo Switch Online service owners. And what this is like what a Battle Royale Mario Bros. Edition, if that makes sense. It really doesn't,
Yes.
but
Yeah, it doesn't. It
yeah,
doesn't.
like in words it doesn't, but the way they showed it, it does.
Yeah. So in words, it doesn't. And I think, if I am not mistaken, this was actually a idea that was initially created by some person on the internet, or and they tried to publish the game, or try to basically Nintendo took them down and said, "Oh no, you can't do that to our IP." Nintendo is very particular about that, and this idea was initially, to my knowledge, introduced by just a fan of Nintendo. So I don't know how I feel about this in particular. I don't like anything that is a timed exclusive. That's like no in my book personally. It kind of feels like they're just trying to get you to sign up to Nintendo Online. And I mean, the concept seems cool and all, but just the way Nintendo is going about it, I'm personally not a fan of that.
I'm with you. I absolutely hate anything where it's like you must buy this game before this time. I own the Nintendo Service Online anyway, so like I have access to this game as soon as October 1st, which is when it
Right.
will drop.
Same for me.
I don't know if like this is the right format. I think that they should just put this thing on the phones. I bet the kids would eat it up.
Yeah, I agree. Phones would be nice, and also just the acknowledgement that this was, the whoever, maybe just some type of a footnote or something, that hey, this idea was created by you guys, the fans, instead of sort of taking their idea and putting it as their own. I don't know if that's what they're doing or not, but maybe just some sort of acknowledgement that hey, yeah, you guys thought of this, so here it is. We brought it over to you. Something that would be a nice gesture.
It would. I think that's maybe too far above them.
Too far above them, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying it would be nice to see that.
Definitely. I know with like Sonic Mania, they brought on like the fan creators. That I don't think Nintendo does that. So I don't know. I'd be interested in knowing more about it though, if there's like, information out there.
Personally, after playing Fall Guys all this time, I don't think there is a better formula out there for these battle royales than that. So we'll wait and see.
Sounds good. The next one announced was Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, slated for October 16th. What did you think when this one started?
I thought they were going to announce the next iteration of Mario Kart, and I was wrong. And I'm sure a lot of others were as well. But once I noticed, a camera on top of a cart, RC car, I was like, all right, this is going to be something else, something that more than likely is not for me. That's what my thoughts were. What were your thoughts? I'm curious to know.
Okay, so as I was watching it, yeah, I saw the living room background on the Switch. I kind of got the gist, like, oh, they're doing some augmented reality. But then when, like, the cars started driving and it was going around the apartment, I was like, oh, that's what this is. I got really excited for some reason, even though it's completely unfeasible in a New York City apartment. But I had to stop the direct there and then bring Chantal in and be like, oh my God, you need to see this direct with me. So I stopped watching it. I was like mid work day and I was like, we're going to watch this whole thing together. And then, she was really excited about it and we're not going to get it. This is going to be the kind of thing that scalpers just pick up.
Yeah. I'm with you too. It looks like a neat concept, and I'm glad that Nintendo innovates in these types of ways. They bring you stuff that is highly unusual, but ultimately it's not for me either. And I do have space. It's not that I don't have space to partake in these gimmicky things, but it's just not for me personally. And plus the fact that it comes with one cart, and then I think you have to buy a separate cart for Luigi. It's a whole new set. They're pricey. They're about $100. And also, then I'm sure you're going to have to get add-ons for other cars. It's too messy, too much of an investment. And while the idea is neat, not for me personally.
Mm. Mm. I agree. Yeah, I think it's a cool showpiece. But I'm done with the era of like buy it now before it gets picked up.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, if it gets sold out and scalpers sell it, good for them and bad for whoever is buying it, but I won't be one of them. So.
I'm sure kids would love this. Like, it's going to be a great Christmas gift. So,
yeah, that is true.
This is.
But
this
once
is
again,
go ahead.
No, I was going to say, yeah, it's good, but once again, it's deceptive in the fact that I guess if you're using it as a toy RC toy car for a kid, that makes sense. But the problem is the way they portrayed it was more of a family gathering, interactive, sort of a competitive type of environment. And for that, the investment goes way higher than what many would be led to believe.
Yeah, that's true. I think it's important to look at the game out of the context of like ourselves as like, gaming YouTubers and more so like even in the family unit. So I think like there's a lot of October announcements here and a November one. I think what they're really trying to do is like strike a home run for the holiday season. And it's refreshing in a way because I don't think that they've done that for a while.
Yeah, that is true. I think, you know, not that they necessarily need to do something. I mean, their content sells amazing as it is, and I'm sure these things will as well. But like I said, it's just cool to see Nintendo take chances where a lot of others would not. But at the same time, it's just simply not for me.
Hmm. All right, cool. We'll go on to the next. I don't even know what to call this. This is just like a whole splurge of announcements. They announced
Yes,
new products on the Nintendo World Shop and store in Manhattan, and they announced several events that are Mario themed for Mario games for Mario Kart Tour. They had like the Super Nintendo version, or like of the characters appear in the regular game. They had some kind of speed run challenge for Mario Maker 2. They had a Mario themed Smash Brothers Ultimate Tournament. They had a Mario themed Splatfest and Mario themed furniture in Animal Crossing.
a
Any of
lot of cool
this
things if you're a Mario fan.
any of this matter to you?
Um, and let's just put it this way: it's nice to see it, and I'm sure that in a lot of the games that I do own, I will take advantage of these features. But it's not something that I was like, "Oh my God, yes, I can finally, have Animal Crossing furniture or Mario furniture in Animal Crossing, or play Splatoon with Mario themes, or whatever the case is." But at the same time, once again, really nice to see these things being added. I think it's a smart way to market Mario. Not that he needs it, but it's just smart to see uh, how Nintendo is celebrating this 35th anniversary, which is really cool. And yeah, I mean, nice, good on them.
Mm.
How about yourself?
I have to look at this one outside of myself because like obviously this stuff doesn't matter to me. I'm not the number one consumer of like gaming products or video games. I tend to reflect, do I need this before I get a game? So I wouldn't get like Mario Maker 2 or like I was very reluctant to get Smash Brothers Ultimate. I think my girlfriend bought it so she could play with her brother, but she was actually really excited about the Animal Crossing announcement, not because it's Mario per se, but because she loves Animal Crossing. So in that sense, I think it's like a success if there are people who happen to enjoy these isolated games. For me personally, I remember I owned Mario Golf World Tour on the 3DS, and they used to do like these tournaments and stuff, and I found them really lackluster. So like I don't know if that's a problem of Mario Golf per se, where online versus matches are not that exciting, but the core game is. But and I've heard of like Smash Brothers having like connectivity problems when you do matches online, and I can't speak to the other games, Splatoon or Mario Maker per se, but um, I don't know if this is obviously the right place for that announcement. I don't know if this is the biggest hype builder. This is kind of just a bridge to the next or to the last of
Yeah,
the
it's
direct.
definitely not a hype. I completely agree there. It's not a hype builder. It's just nice little features for people that may or may not enjoy them. It's not something that, like I said, is going to be like, oh yes, finally I get to do this. But it's there. It's their way of showing appreciation, whatever the case may be, giving you hopefully what is going to be free content. I'm not sure if that is free or not, but um, if it isn't, then it's not for me for sure. But if it is, it's just a nice way of just basically recognizing your fans and recognizing the people that support your products.
Well said. All right, we got two more heavy hitters here.
Ready?
And I'm Reggie. No, I'm not.
With a focus on red.
This next one is a little update to the SNES Online service. They uploaded the Super Mario All-Stars 2D version from the Nintendo Wii. I don't know if this actually includes... the original Mario All-Stars Kart included Super Mario World, right?
Yes.
But Super Mario World is already on the Super Nintendo shop. So actually, I don't know if this is the Super Nintendo or the Wii version.
But I don't know either.
It doesn't make a difference because Mario World is already on there. The big difference between Super Mario All-Stars and the original games is that they're a bit more, they say polished in the Direct, but it makes it look a little more like cartoony animated, I guess. Did you ever play these versions?
A long time ago. So, yes, I did, but I don't recall much about them. As far as the announcement is concerned, I mean, it's if they're online. I mean, like I said, I also subscribe to Nintendo Online, so it's just one of those things just to go revisit some of these classics, try them out. It doesn't hurt, especially if you are already a member of Nintendo Online.
This is the first way I finished Mario 1 and Mario 3 was on the Wii. Was playing the All-Stars version, so the same kind of like upscaled version.
Okay, cool.
I actually prefer the original kind of NES graphics for some reason.
Okay.
But if there are people out there who happen to like the way that this looks and they would rather play that, the option is there. And I think it's great to give the fans options, and especially to update the SNES Online service.
Yeah.
There's like 23 games there.
Yeah.
So if you add this compilation, that makes it 25, 26.
More is better. Nobody's ever going to complain about more. Yes.
Unless they put more Clue Land.
Well, then, I mean, one person is going to be a really big fan in Alex, but other than that...
I'm sure he'd have a lot to say about it.
Yes, that game and Spectropes, that's enough for Alex to party all day.
Oh my gosh.
He's probably throwing tomatoes at the screen as we speak.
He's taking his copy of Spectropes out the fridge. What are you talking about? I don't like Clue Land. Oh, poor guy. All right. There's one more. This was the reason I'd say that this is like the big celebratory announcement. And it's something a lot of people have been speculating on for quite some time. And I don't think anyone quite put their finger on like how it was going to look or what it was going to look like. But it was Super Mario 3D All-Stars, a compilation of 3 classic, distinguished 3D platformers in the Mario era, starting with Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, and Super Mario Galaxy. What was your thoughts when you heard this announcement?
Many thoughts. So there are a lot of things that I would like to nitpick, but let's look on the positives first. The positives being quality of the 3 games that are on this compilation. One of the positives, I think personally, is in the past I've seen that Nintendo likes to release these types of games as a standalone release, and they charge the full amount for it. So it's positive to see that at least you're getting 3 games, 3 high quality games. And for me personally, I played Super Mario 64 while I was stationed on my ship. I remember my, guys, somebody had it in there in the Nintendo 64, and I played it over there. So it brings back memories of that. I also never played Super Mario Sunshine, and with the way the GameCube prices are at this point, it was probably never going to happen, at least in physical format, maybe some other way. This Way, for example. And finally, Super Mario Galaxy on the Nintendo Wii is one of my favorite Mario platformers. I really, really enjoy Super Mario Galaxy, both one and two. And so, as far as the quality of this package alone, it is, it speaks for itself. Three high quality games. I don't know how much of a facelift they're getting, but I know at least in terms of Galaxy, it really didn't need that much of a facelift, at least in my opinion.
I agree. I think this is just like this one is a no-brainer if you like any or all of them or are interested in them. Uh, I could say what I want about Mario, but the 3D platformers are terrific. And I I don't need a Mario 64 or a Mario Galaxy revamp. I own both of these, but as you said, Sunshine, I've been trying to build up my GameCube collection recently, and I played Sunshine way back in the day, and I loved it, and I wanted to get it again. The thing is like $80 online.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I can't speak for now after this announcement. People are probably getting rid of their copies, but to me, it's like, I get all of these three in one package on the Switch. And here's the other thing, the reason that I really like this. The Switch has been kind of weird by comparison to the Wii U and the Wii about pushing old software titles. Like they don't really bring back the 64 era. I think we've seen Ocarina of Time brought back a lot. We've seen it brought back on the GameCube, on the Wii online service, on the Wii U online service, on the 3DS. The Switch is the odd man out.
Yeah.
And that it stands out. Like I would love to play, an upscaled Ocarina of Time, but I think that they don't want to do virtual console. They'd rather do like these kind of remasters, like just like something that is fit for the modern TV. And I don't blame them. I think that's like I guess it's a good approach, as far as like appealing to modern gamers and modern gaming standards. So I'm happy. I'm happy about it. This is the one announcement of the Direct that I was waiting for. I'm content.
Yes, I would agree. And to one of the things that you mentioned about them not bringing back stuff, I think we as a whole overestimate what Nintendo can do and can't do. I just don't think that they're as big as, say, companies like Microsoft. They have to sort of prioritize what they really want to bring out. This is the kind of the impression that I get. And they do a lot of innovation. You can see that with Mario Live Circuit. And they do put out some high quality content like Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm sure its sequel that we're going to see sometime in the future. I just don't think that they have as many resources. Maybe they should. Maybe they should invest in more resources. I don't know about that. They certainly can afford to. But I think that's one of the issues that they run into. So even when you're looking at a compilation like this and you're saying, well, Xbox is already has this stuff, all you need is you go on their Xbox Game Pass and you can play all the rare games from the past, the Banjo-Kazooies and stuff like that. Why can't Nintendo do this? And I think the answer is because they don't have the resources currently allotted for that type of a project. However, at the same time, you have to applaud Nintendo for bringing back these three iconic platformers that people love. Whether you are a fan of the 64 era Nintendo 64, which I'm sure you are a big fan of. I've seen your videos. Whether you are a fan of the GameCube, a system that I personally missed out on, yeah, and or whether you are a fan of the Nintendo Wii, which I personally enjoyed quite a bit myself. It is a great way to bring back and combine all those three memories in one package. And I really do hope that Nintendo does find success not only in this package, but when there is like some major event, like say a Zelda anniversary or whatever, or if there even isn't one, that Nintendo takes a similar approach with bringing back some of the classics in a similar format.
Well said. I hope so too.
I will finally play Ocarina of Time if they bring it to the Switch. Let's put it this way.
Yeah, you must. You must.
Or not say. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. Beat Ocarina of Time, not play it. I've played it. I haven't beaten it. Yes.
Where did you get stuck? Or where have you stopped?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember. This was a long, 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 long time ago. I was playing, I don't even know. It was like a water level. I had probably 8 or 9 hearts, something like that. So I don't know. I don't remember where, when. I do remember playing and enjoying Ocarina of Time, but never finishing it.
I stopped at
Regretfully.
that same part when I was a kid, so don't feel bad.
Oh, really?
When I was a
Wow.
kid, I stopped
So
at
you
the
know
water
where? So you know
temple.
where I'm talking about then?
That temple, you have to get like 10 keys that are littered throughout the temple, and you have to keep raising the water at different
Yes,
junctions.
yes, yes,
It's
yes.
so
That's
bad. It's
yeah.
so
Okay.
bad. But the rest of the game, I mean, even that temple's really not bad. It's actually arguably one of the strongest in terms of like puzzle exploration. But that's definitely a hurdle.
Yes. Okay.
But
So I'm justified somewhat.
somewhat, yeah.
But yeah,
uh,
this was the announcement from Nintendo as far as I'm concerned. And then the negative side to this also, because I have to bring that out, is the fact that they're making this a limited time release, which I don't understand what the reason for that is. And I can't. I mean, the only speculation, the only reason I can think of is they're probably going to launch these on the virtual console in some point in time in the future. I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could even see that happening because the Switch is at year what, 4, 5?
Another one is coming. Yeah.
So, just based on the history of console life expectancy, I don't see. I don't know. I don't know what the Switch life expectancy is. That's another topic. I don't even want to go
Yeah.
there.
That is
um,
true.
as a whole, were you content with this direct?
Yes. As a whole, I was definitely content. I mean, this compilation, Super Mario 3D All Stars compilation, the Super Mario 3D World with the Bowser's additional chapter, the Game and Watch were, in my opinion, the highlights for me personally. I also enjoyed the additional touches that they brought in terms of new stuff that they're adding within their Mario worlds, Mario universes, and also the fact that they have some new innovations in the form of Mario Live Circuit. Personally, may not be for me, but I just like to see companies innovate like that. So overall, I think it was a great direct.
Yeah, yeah. My thing is like I think people just expect too much. I don't know if they're. I don't know what the public's reaction to this was. I think it would be easy to fall into, oh, well, they're just bringing back old games, or like something like that, or oh, they're just like doing touch ups to the Super Mario Bros. Formula. Well, it is kind of more than that. They're doing unique, innovations with hardware that they haven't touched in 40 years. Game and Watch consoles.
Absolutely, yeah. I think even for those that are saying they're bringing back old games, I want you to think of it from this way. Not you. I'm just
I
saying
know.
to the people, the audience, to think of it this way: that for people that have not had the chance to experience any one of these games and they wish to try it now, it's just a really challenging hurdle if you want to get a copy of the game physically. Yes, you can emulate stuff, but that's not always the most ideal for many. So it is a great way to bring back uh, or basically give people the option to play these games at a relatively affordable cost.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. They can keep capitalizing off my nostalgia. That's fine. I don't mind.
Hey, I only have one hobby, and if I have to spend on this one, so be it.
Yeah, so be it. All right, well, that was our impressions of the Mario 35th Anniversary Direct. VGMashUP, thank you so much for joining me.
As always, thank you so much for having me. Really had fun.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen in the audience, you can check him out on his channel, VGMashUP, where he does video game mashups and other great video game commentary content. So, by all means.
Yes, I love to see you there. Thank you very much, Majority, for having me. Appreciate it.
My pleasure.